Yes. Give it to me. Come on. Yeah, tier 20. I finally fucking did it. Yeah. All right. Although it's probably, yeah, it's much harder to stay in than it is to get into it in the first place. Shit. All right, I got some feathers. Awesome. Well, let's talk about that fucking Fae channel. Oh, man. Wow. So, my mind is still just swimming in the hype that was this live stream. Man. Like, everybody was speculating, including myself, some, like, Little League shit. And they busted out on that stream. They weren't even minor league. That was, like, straight up major league stuff. Oh, my God. Wow, look at this. They're buffing the stabs, right? Not the skill users. I like how it said skill users. It's staff users. That's a little bit of an error. But wow, look at this. Healers might actually be useful. A lot of people imagine that they were just gonna, you know, get rid of that weird attack penalty calculation thing. They ended up just actually, like, buffing a lot of stuff. In addition to that, even more weapon buffs. Look at this. Seliph might actually be useful. You know, Eliwood is gonna become stronger. Lind, well, jeez. And Excalibur becomes Dark Excalibur. I don't even think there was a Dark Excalibur in the first place. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might just go look it up later. They got a whole bunch of different new weapons now. They got, like, the Keen Wolf Tomes. Interesting. I guess the Wolf Tomes did need a bit of a buff, but that's also like a hidden nerf to cavalry units, too. The fact that these Wolf Tomes are even stronger. Like, wow, mind-blowing! I did not expect any of this, and I feel like there's some sort of conspiracy, right? Merrick is my pity breaker. And then, out of nowhere, he becomes this season's arena bonus unit. And he's actually useful in it. He helps me get to tier 20. And now, his weapon is going to be upgradable. You cannot tell me that the Illuminati does not exist. Sorry for shouting, but look at all this coincidental stuff. Merrick breaks my pity rate. He becomes a bonus unit. I use him. He's useful. I make it to tier 20. And he's actually, you can upgrade his weapon. That's almost even more mind-blowing than the entire stream itself. Ha! And even more interestingly, they like buffed other stuff. I never thought they were actually gonna go in and give skills, weapons, characters actual buffs. Nerfs, however, have a much larger gravity to them. When you nerf something is when, you know, shit hits the fan. These buffs, wow. You know, Glimmer might actually be very useful. Glimmer, just going from 3 to 2, that might actually become meta. Because that'll be slightly consistent attack-based damage. So instead of relying on your opponent having a high amount of defense or resistance, and Moonbow, for example, proccing to get past that and get a lot of value out of it, wow. I'm really excited to see if and how the meta changes from this. I'm really excited. Like, this has the potential to be as groundbreaking as when Skill Inheritance came out. I'm really hoping that that's the case. Really, really hoping. Wow. I was in the live chat. I was in a voice chat in my Discord, and also Lucky Crit's Discord. Micro plug right there. And, wow. I was right there with the rest of you guys, shitting my pants over all the stuff that they were revealing. Wow. I guess to touch on these Brave Heroes real quick, I'm actually going to recommend you don't spend your orbs on these. Right? Don't spend your... Oh! There's so much! Help! Okay. That was my immediate reaction, actually, come to think of it. I was like, oh my god, my free-to-play orbs are in danger. They're in such danger. I don't know. I don't know what to don't spend on. But the fog has cleared slightly. I've kind of done some research, you know. I got my little laundry list of shit to talk about right here because I kind of smacked it. The microphone definitely picked it up. Not what I wanted, but here we go. Kind of looked at the units, you know, some pros and cons, what units I want, which ones I need. It's good to be able to differentiate the difference between a want and need. In the broad spectrum of things, everything's a want, obviously. I'm working on my armor emblem team, so that's pretty important. These new Brave heroes, wow, they got some good stuff. And also, let me just interrupt that thought for a second here. I never got around to doing a live stream. I've been really busy in my personal life lately. And frankly, and I apologize for saying, I think my personal life takes precedence over YouTube and other, you know, hobbies and such. This isn't a goodbye. This isn't a farewell by any means. I'm just letting you know I've been busy. That's about it. So, because I haven't been able to live stream, I haven't done unit reviews, and I haven't been able to showcase your guys' units. So I'm going to do that here. Everybody that sent me, well, everybody that was able to send me a request, I believe I only have like 50. You can have up to 50 requests. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to briefly, you know, look at each one, you know, kind of look at a couple things, show them off. You'll be able to have your units be seen, you know, your name, your unit be seen and everything. I can at least do that for you. So this way I can, you know, delete the friend list again, get a fresh set in, a fresh set of requests. Hopefully I'll be able to get to unit reviews, but I'm not exactly sure if and when I can. We'll just have to see. And I'm also thinking about potentially spinning this in a different way, a different time. But I'll get to that in a second. Just go ahead and enjoy watching these this unit showcase as I continue to talk. So these Brave units, very interesting, but they're not nearly as groundbreaking as the last set of Brave units were. These aren't, you know, unique costumes. These are units that haven't been put in the game yet. If you go through the list of most popular characters, not separated by male and female, you have to go through the entire list, right? All of them mixed into one. So skipping Radiant Dawn Ike and Micaiah, who haven't showed up in the game yet, we have all three of these units nearly in order without any other extra units in between as most popular, so I can actually see why they chose the characters that they did. They're the most popular ones that haven't been put into the game yet, skipping the other ones I just mentioned. So, Loot, I'm very sorry for you fans of Loot, and especially one that I know very well in Discord, but I believe she's actually relatively forgettable in this case. She's another blue tome unit with a bunch of, like, static stat buffs, and then, like, a dual rally skill. She's probably really good as a standalone unit. However, as far as skill fodder is concerned, not very good. I don't really need what she's offering at the moment, but I could see why she's good also. Dorcas, or Dork Ass, as I've been making that terrible pun lately. He is the first axe unit to have distant counter attached to his weapon. Not as a skill, attached to his weapon. That alone can make him extremely strong, but since the meta has been kind of slightly evolving lately, it remains to be seen how strong he actually will be. And that fierce stance skill of his, wow, that's pretty killer, damn. Okay, now, the final one, Maya, Path of Radiance, fantastic, already love it. Big fan of the Radiance series. She comes with, she's almost an era. It's kind of crazy. She's another fast sword unit. She's got that unique A skill, which is fantastic. Nearly, well, it pretty much is Aira's weapon skill, so that's pretty cool. You can actually use Maya as fodder. Maya might be one of the best units on that banner next to Dorcas. It's really close, hard to tell. But, so that's that. I talked about that. I'd probably save your orbs on the Brave banner, unless you really want one of those units, like Loot, for example. But there's other stuff that I've been doing. I haven't had a chance to talk about. People in the Discord I've told about a couple of times, especially in voice chat. David Vincent wants me on board to provide content for his new Unlocked app, where you can talk to and interact with voice actors while they live stream or other things. It's only out for iOS right now, and I'm also on Android, so I can't even access it. But I'm going to be making content for that new platform, and some of it will be exclusive, some of it will be timed exclusive, like this summon I'm about to do. So if you want to see it first, and if you're able to get to that platform, that's where it's going to be. Right? Heck, you might even be watching this video on the Unlocked platform right now. If you are, go ahead and watch that summoning video right now.